older Israelis quite often used to say that the young generation had become weak, that they'd sort of wanted to spend all their time on TikTok and Instagram, they all wanted to party in Tel Aviv, they'd become weak. And it just isn't the case. They've been magnificent. And I see them in the field. These beautiful young women, 19, I saw recently. The place where all of the cars from the Nova Festival, which had been burned out and shot at, or they'd all been brought to this one place so that the last of the body parts could be taken out. This was being done by all these very special people who deal with the dead. And these young women of 19 were all there helping out. I could have cried when I said to them, how old are you? 19. Your contemporaries in America and Britain and Holland, they haven't seen a fraction of what you've seen, but that's your advantage. There was a young woman at a dinner in Tel Aviv some time ago who was sitting opposite me at dinner on a Friday night, and I said, how old are you? She said, I'm 23. I said, what do you do? She said, I'm an intelligence expert on Yemen. She's going to be someone. But it's a demonstration of the fact that sometimes when things become serious, if you've prepared your kids and your generation, then they might step up too. You always had this question after the war, which was sort of, who would I have been? What would I have done? Could I have risen to be heroic in the way that so many people were? And it's always a question. The young generation in Israel had that question, but they've answered it. And I would just say that it's a sign to us, in my view, that if the time of trial ever came to us, we should be so lucky as to have a young generation like they do there. And we should hope they would do the same thing. Anyhow, thank you.